1-800-449-8255 and the fabulous Clark the Shark Show is coming to you on a Wednesday afternoon right here at WCMY Detroit. The fabulous Big Talker with America's #1 talk radio host, Sharky. I'm usually in the mornings, but today afternoon, and got a few topics on the table here. Topic number 1, liberals deleting their friends. Topic number 2, Jewish people. And topic number 3, voter frau. Liberals deleting their friends. So liberals and Democrats, or whatever you call them, or they'll delete you if you don't agree with them, and then they might even sue you too on top of it. And Christian people do this. Sometimes they shun you if you appear like, not up to their standards. But even they might give you a chance or something. But I don't think Christians would ever ban or delete you. Now, maybe Christian parents might do that to their kids or something, or put them on restriction, or you're grounded at 1-800-449-8255. But I don't see Christians, or whatever you call them, right-wing people, or people on the right, or Fox News type people, with any interest in banning and or deleting someone. I mean, even if they said something bad, like if someone says something about me, Clark the Shark, I'd be like, dude, that's cool, man. At least I got some attention, hey, I'll take what I can fucking get here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. I mean, I love it when they say bad shit about me or whatever, dude. And one of the surest signs that you're a liar and that you're wrong, you're 100% wrong, is that you're in some kind of full-scale panic. And not only do you want to ban and delete a topic, like voter frau, I can't say fraud, or YouTube might ban and delete me. And then look at all the people who don't even try to sue YouTube or something. And then look at all the judges and sheriffs and police and all these people that are like, well, YouTube's a private company. They can do whatever they want, And I'm like, yeah, last I checked, when you go onto the internet, YouTube is a public company. You can see things right on YouTube. Facebook, you at least have to log into it, or you can't really see anything. And there's other websites that are kind of like that at 1-800-449-8255. But YouTube isn't like that. YouTube's a very public thing owned by Google or whatever. It's really, you see everything on YouTube. So I don't get where it's private. Maybe they should just age restrict your video, or I don't know what the answer is, but banning and deleting whole entire accounts like they've done with, me, Clark the Shark, banning my music, or just over misunderstandings, or, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know why I was banned. And there's all kinds of people over the years at YouTube that say this at 1-800-449-8255. But, yeah, man, liberals and Democrats and left-wing socialist people, I put them all in one category. I see Nazis in Germany and Russia as the same thing. And then I see liberals and Democrats as them. To me, they're all, I don't care the difference between socialism and, communism. To me, it's just all evil. And they all want to ban and delete people who they disagree with, and then take it a step further and maybe even sue them, for libel, or or whatever. Like, dude, I would never fucking sue anyone, no matter what they said about me. I mean, dude, like I say, Clark the Shark, I'll take what I can get at 1-800-449-8255. I mean, small right now. I mean, I hope someday my show's bigger. And, dude, the more they say bad things about me, fuck, man, the more attention I get at 1-800-449-8255. I mean, I wouldn't sue, like, I would never ban and delete someone's, if I owned YouTube or I owned Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or, any one of them, I would never ban or delete anyone for anything unless they said they got a bomb and they're going to blow up New York or something like that. I mean, that is, like a crime or something. You're threatening people. So I understand that, kind of. I mean, in a way, I don't even understand that. But, like, I kind of see the thing there. But banning someone for just talking about voter fraud or just disagreeing with Mark Zuckerberg and his philosophy and point of view, or disagreeing with whoever, or saying something bad about blah, blah. I just think it's so, like, inane and childish and just fucking dumb at 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. And, yeah, man, I here on WCMY, I mean, I'm brand new here, and I got to watch everything I say, I mean, I don't even care. I'll just go back to YouTube or wherever at 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous Clark the Shark from the golden EIB Sharkophone. I'm just getting out a little free speech here today. But liberals will actually ban and delete their own mother and father if they disagree with the liberal. They'll ban and delete their nephew or their cousin or their brother or their sister, or maybe even their grandma if she disagrees with Pink or Mark Zuckerberg or some liberal. I mean, dude, fuck, who cares who disagrees with you? Are you paranoid? I mean, do you need Prozac or like fucking Zoloft? What's wrong with you, man? You're going to ban and delete your own fans. In other words, someone like Pink is like, don't listen to my music if you're pro-life. And a lot of liberals say shit like this. And I'm like, fuck, I wish someone was fucking pro-choice when you were born, Pink, because then you wouldn't fucking be here and we wouldn't need to fucking listen to you at 1-800-449-8255, Clark the Shark Show. I'm just getting warmed up here, baby. I'm just getting warmed up and going from topic to topic. And now the next topic number 2, is Jewish people. Now, recently Kanye West got into all kinds of trouble. He got like banned by Adidas or whatever, and then Skechers, tried to humiliate him, when he went into Manhattan Beach in their office or whatever, and instead of being worth $2 billion, now he's worth $400 million, or and I'm just like, what the hell was he like? I mean, me, Clark the Shark, I don't like to talk bad about any groups because people are assholes, just quite well on their own as individuals. Like, just painting a brush over whole groups, like saying all Asians are, smart, or all Asians are, whatever, or all whites, or all Jews, or all blacks. I don't like to say stuff like that because I look at things individually at 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. And what Kanye said might have been stupid or whatever, or just dumb. And there's a part of me that's like, yeah, it was really stupid what he said, but what are they, like, banning, doesn't he have a contract with Adidas or something? I mean, couldn't he, like, sue them for cutting him loose like that? And then they pull up their contract and say, look, you're not being an upstanding citizen like in the contract you signed, or some fucking chicken shit, cowardly shit like that. But anyway, this whole thing where people on the left and the right don't like Jewish people. Now, we know Democrats hate Jews because they hate Israel, you know, they hate religion. They only want their vote. It's kind of like everything about the Democrats. They fucking hate everybody. They just want your vote at 1-800-449-8255. But I don't understand also Christians and people on the right, or, you know, it shouldn't be called the right, or just people, smarter people than people on the left. Why a lot of them paint this broad brush, or they say Jews, or like Jews are bad, or Jews are evil. Like, there's probably some Jews that are bad and evil, but then there's some that are probably good that would never harm a fly. Like, I don't understand these people that do things like this. It's just, like me, Clark the Shark, I've never in my life had a thing against Jews, and I'm Catholic, Christian, or whatever, or, you know, a guy that believes in Christ. And I always hear this thing in the Christian circles, if I talk to Christians, that they say, oh, you know, the Jews were the ones who executed and killed Christ. And I'm like, well, I mean, there was some, maybe those other Jews like a long time ago, but not the ones from today. And then you could break it down like the ones from today. There might be some who disagree with killing Christ, or it's all over the place. There might be some who do agree with it, or maybe there's some asshole Jews, or maybe there's some nice Jews. But to paint just a broad brush against any group, I don't like to do it, man. And like, I see a lot of people, what Kanye West did, kind of fucking dumb thing to do, man. I don't like to see that, and I don't like to see Christians, you know, Fox News, good-looking, tall, beautiful Christians who secretly don't like Jews. And then, of course, Democrats, you know, they secretly don't like them either. They just have a more cute way of, you know, pandering and pretending like they love everyone and they're friends with everyone, when really they're just fucking the biggest con artists that just want votes from everyone at 1-800-449-8255. So, this thing is, say, if you were to say something like, oh, I hate Jews. Well, what if you said, I hate Catholics, or I hate Christians, or I hate Asians, or I hate blah, blah. Like, it's just, dude, it's so fucking dumb to say shit, like, to paint a broad brush against whole groups of people, because it's, and to use it as like a generic, like, thing, like, you know, well, and then say like, well, usually they're blah. The reason I said it is because usually, I mean, I just think, man, people need to speak before they run their mouth sometimes at 1-800-449-8255. Now, all that being said, they banned and deleted Kanye West from Adidas, and then all this other shit that he was with, where he signed contracts, and he's with two also. And I'm like, this whole thing with banning and deleting people and nullifying and voiding contracts and millions of dollars of money, you know, sort of thing. And you watch, dude, Adidas will probably try to plagiarize Kanye West's ideas now and use them post Kanye West. You mark my words, dude, they'll fucking do that at 1-800-449-8255. You know, I think he kind of talked his way into this, and you know, it's a dumbass thing to do, but I think Adidas and these companies are kind of being dumbasses too, in their own little way, by not, you know, giving the guy a chance or something. Like, I doubt he'd even apologize or anything, but it's like, I do notice when liberals and Democrats say dumb things, they get away with it a lot more than if a conservative or Republican, or, you know, someone who votes for Trump says it at 1-800-449-8255. And while we're on the topic of this, topic number 1, liberals deleting their friends. How about YouTube deleting conservatives, Christians, right-wingers, whatever that means, whatever, or just, you know, pragmatic people, but they keep all the hip-hop and rap stuff and Kardashian and gossip stuff on YouTube that often uses profanity, that often has people speaking bad of other people, like all that huge culture, you know, of Kardashian, like gossip, hip-hop, rap thing where they make big money. You got people in that on YouTube who are allowed by the liberals to make big money, while people like Clark the Shark get banned, people like Alex Jones get banned. Why doesn't Alex Jones at least try to get a lawyer and sue YouTube? Things like that, you know, make me wonder too. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. Yeah, when YouTube bans people, why don't they, at least, you might fail, you might lose in court, but why don't you just send a fucking message to YouTube? Like, dude, if you ban my channel, I'm gonna fucking sue you. I might lose, you know, it may not work, but dude, I mean, if you try to sue YouTube, 1-800-449-8255, you might send a message to them, Facebook, Twitter, and all of them to, you know, knock it off. And you know, if you just don't sue them, if you let them ban and delete all your songs or all your art or poetry or your articles or, you know, your movies and films, then you're like just as fucking stupid and lazy and a dumbass as can be. Because, you know, if I really had money, I would definitely try to sue YouTube if they banned me. Like, if I was on the level of like Hannity or Alex Jones or Hush Bimbo or one of those, or Michael Savage, and I had money like that, sure, if they banned or deleted Clark the Shark, I would try to sue them. But I wouldn't just sit there and whine and bitch about it and go away. I would definitely, you know, try. I wouldn't just let these companies like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube just ban you, you know. And I would bring up the fact in court that why do they let the Kardashian culture, like the gossip, you know, the people who gossip and the hip-hop rap gossip, why do they let them swear and use profanity, but they don't let, like, conservatives or Christians or people on the right or Fox News people or just pragmatic, you know, political people, they don't let them use profanity, but they let the Kardashians use profanity. And they don't let conservatives put people down, but they let the Kardashians and hip-hop put people down. Do you get it? And they actually get really violent where they physically threaten each other, and it's cool with YouTube. YouTube monetizes their channels. They pay them a lot of money. And I fucking don't get it. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. I mean, who knows? Maybe Alex Jones or, you know, whoever that was banned by YouTube tried to get a lawyer, and the lawyer said, dude, it's a waste of time. It's their platform. We can't sue them. But I'm like, dude, if you got a lot of money, if you got like 10 million or 40 million, and you have a channel on YouTube that's making daily money, then YouTube is like technically, theoretically, your employer. Like, you're making money. You're making a living off your videos at YouTube. Dude, you need to fucking sue YouTube at 1-800-449-8255 if they delete and ban you for political reasons, or really any reason at all. It's almost like a form of slander or libel, what YouTube is doing to many conservatives. And you know, what, sometimes they get their channels restored, but I'm like, even if they did it to you at all, man, if they age restrict your videos, if they shadow ban your videos, and you can tell they're really doing it, because you put up a video and it's got 42 views, you know, and your other video's got 1 million views, and you know, you got a really fucking cool, good video with like 300 views. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. I recommend that people on the right, or whatever you call them, sue YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whoever bans you. And the new Twitter ran by Elon Musk, Doesn't look to me like they're interested in banning any liberals or Democrat people. Of course, if Clark the Shark ran Twitter, I would be tempted just to be a dick, like to be an asshole. I'd love to ban a liberal. But there's that part of me that's like, dude, that ain't fucking cool. I don't want to ban or delete anyone at 1-800-449-8255. And I don't want to stop anyone from saying bad things about me because, dude, it's free speech, man. You can fucking say bad shit about Clark the Shark. Just don't come around my house, you know, don't come and bug me or knock on my door, but you can fucking say bad shit about me. In fact, you can lie about me and make up fake stuff about me. I love it, dude. I will never sue you. And I even recommend that you do it at 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show, where liberals ban their friends, but you'll never be banned and or deleted right here on the Clark the Shark Show from the golden EIB Sharkerphone. I will never ban you, dude, no matter how much profanity. If you have ideas that I disagree with, or if you talk about voter fraud, I'm going to be like, dude, yeah, maybe there is voter fraud, maybe there isn't voter fraud, maybe it is bad to let people mail in, pick up a ballot off someone's porch, off the grass or off the ground, off someone's driveway, and then fill it out with a scribble signature and mail it. And then poll workers are saying this right now for the past 2 years, since 2020 and 2022. And YouTube's like, no, that's, you can't, dude, it's poll workers saying it. Poll workers. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all you guys. Do you know what a poll worker is? A poll worker is the fucking guy that works at the polls when we have votes. And they said, oh, there's a lot of scribble signatures that don't match the person on file. What the fuck is wrong with analyzing those signature, making sure there really is a guy named Joe in Chicago or Detroit who voted at 1-800-449-8255. I mean, I don't want to know who he voted for. I don't care. But I want to look into this signature thing that is really emerging all over the country now in Atlanta, Maricopa, Detroit, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and other states, dude. New Mexico, California, Colorado. There's an epidemic of votes where the signatures don't match, and it's a scribble signature. And I think we figured out how, if they're cheating. I'm not saying they are cheating, but I figured out at 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show, if there are people cheating on both sides, Republican and Democrat, this may be the way they're doing it. They're picking up a ballot, they're finding a ballot, and they're filling it out, they're voting, and then they make a scribble signature, and they mail it, and then, you know, something like most people, most United States citizens don't vote. So there's a whole lot of people who get ballots that didn't ask for them. And the ballot just ends up sitting on the ground or sitting on their porch, or a friend comes over and goes, dude, do you want that? And he's like, no. Like, dude, are you going to vote? And the guy's like, no. And then, dude, that ballot gets voted with a scribble signature, no voter ID. 1-800-449-8255. I don't see what is wrong with starting a conversation about this. Oh, and one more thing. The fact that you cannot audit electronic voting. Okay, think about that. All these auditors have said this, like, we need the routers, we need the passwords. Dominion won't give them. Diebold won't give them. The other election machine companies won't give them. So they can't tell who voted. Like, okay, a person goes and votes. Like a guy named Mike in Detroit goes and votes. Now, of course, we don't know who Mike voted for. But there is no way, if someone wanted to flip 10,000 votes or 5,000 votes, there is no audit that would be able to find that. Nothing. You could see that Mike voted. You could see Joe voted and Dave voted. You don't know who they voted for. But you would not be able to know nor tell if votes were flipped. Do you get it? So we don't know who they voted for. Think about it. That's how they do it at 1-800-449-8255. I'm not saying they're doing it, and I'm not saying they're not doing it. Dude, fuck. I'm saying I don't fucking know at 1-800-449-8255. We have to look into, we have to be able to audit electronic voting machines like Dominion, which we cannot do, or Diebold. And we have to be able to get to the bottom of what these scribble signatures are. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. Because the Arizona audit found a bunch of scribble signatures. And so did poll workers in Georgia. There's a whole bunch of videos about this, where there's some fat dude with a beard and he's all, the signatures don't match. And there's some lady going, don't worry about it, just run it through. And a bunch of people going, well, signatures don't match. I mean, I think that fucking matters, dude. The signature should auto-match at 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous Clark the Shark Show. So, in the end, I'm not saying there is voter fraud, and I'm not saying there isn't voter fraud. I'm saying no one really knows until we clean up a few of these things. And one way to clean up the mail-in voting is make people put a fucking Xerox of their voter ID, their driver's license, in the envelope when they mail it in, so that the poll worker can see there's a real person mailing in the vote when he sees a scribble signature. Because some people's signatures are scribbles. There's a whole bunch of people that slant backwards or slant forwards. I mean, what's this thing how they found a bunch of signatures that slant backwards? I mean, what's up with that? I mean, they say only about 8% of people who write slant backwards. And yet they're finding all these fucking votes with signatures that slant backwards. I mean, huh? Only 7% of people slant backwards. Most people, when you write your signature, you slant forwards. So it looks weird that all these votes that probably went to Joe Biden slant backwards at 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. I mean, I'm not saying it's voter fraud. I'm not saying it isn't voter fraud. I'm saying I want to know, and right now I don't fucking know. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show on WCMY Detroit. I mean, I think I'm asking just perfectly honest, regular questions here that I want to get to the bottom of. And, Mitt Romney's like, no. And Liz Cheney's like, no, we have a signature there. No, dude, you don't have no fucking signature verification if you're counting scribble signatures that the poll worker said not to count and said to reject the ballot. Thousands of them. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. But then some higher up above the poll worker sent the vote through. Just like Sidney Powell says, just like Rudy said, and just like Carrie Lake said, we need to get to the bottom of the scribble signatures that don't match the person on file. And a lot of people don't even know, because most people don't vote. They won't even know that someone voted for them. And in fact, they won't even care, even if someone did or didn't. So I'm just saying perfectly plain old fucking run-of-the-mill shit here. Nothing sensational here on the Clark the Shark Show. 1-800-449-8255. Get to the bottom of why so many mail-in ballots have scribble signatures, no voter ID, and often come from no address, a vacant lot, from a late, and then they often call the person and go, hey, Linda, did you vote? And the person's like, no, I didn't vote. And they're like, well, it says you voted, and we have your signature. Well, maybe if they fucking check the signature better, they'll discover it's a fake vote. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. Perfectly reasonable, perfectly honest evaluation here from the Sharky. Oh, and baby, I don't care what YouTube says. I'll go to Rumble, or I'll go wherever. I'll go to Vimeo, baby. and I'll get web traffic. And, you know, I see that YouTube, they let hip-hop and gossip people get all the web traffic they want. But if you're anyone else, they don't let you get web traffic, and they'll ban and delete your video, and they'll call it false traffic or invalid traffic. But they'll never say that about hip-hop and the Kardashian gossiper traffic. Those people, their traffic is always real. Oh, and not only that, those people are monetized on YouTube, while you are not, little conservative out there, at 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous Clark the Shark Show, where we're just getting warm. It's a Wednesday. It's hump day here in Detroit's big talker, WCMY, with America's #1 rated talk show, Clark the Shark, from the golden EIB Sharkerphone. And you can hear why, baby. My delivery is fast, smooth, but it's the topics, baby. I'm clear as a crystal bell, motherfucker, at 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous Clark the Shark Show, where I talk about scribble signatures, poll workers. Why do Christians hate Jews? Why do some Christians, not all? Why do Democrats hate Jews? All Democrats, not some. At 1-800-449-8255. And why do they ban Kanye West for just writing some dumb thing about Jews? But all kinds of people say mean, terrible things about Trump, but I don't see them getting banned. You know, I don't, dude. And they shouldn't be, dude. You should be able to say mean and terrible things about Donald Trump, and you should be able to say bad things, too, about yours truly, Clark the Shark, at 1-800-449-8255. Baby, I love free speech, and I actually love it when people say bad things about me and think bad things about me, because I don't see much use in people saying good things about me or praising me, or, you know, that's just a waste of time, dude, because we all know anyway, Clark the Shark is fucking awesome and great at 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone, where you are on America's big talker, Clark the Shark, WCMY Detroit. And I'm going to be back after these messages from Pepsi. I just did 3217. I got a lot of spit in my mouth now, but I will sell you a bag of my spit for $1,138,000. A bag of the DNA of Clark the Shark. I will give you a spit in a bag, and I will autograph it. I'll get a little Ziploc bag, and I will spit in it, and I will autograph it and give it to you right here at WCMY Detroit, the big talker with the fabulous Clark the Shark Show at 1-800-449-8255, the most crystal clear talk radio show in America. And that's why I'm #1, baby, and everyone else isn't #1. It's because right here on the big talker, I will sell you autographed spit directly from Clark the Shark, and you will get the best spit from, like, the best Sharky ever in the universe. I mean, I'm not just on Earth, dude. We're talking the greatest shark that ever existed in, like, the fucking, I don't know, where are we, in Andromeda? Or, oh, fuck, dude, of course we're in the Milky Way, but, like, all those aliens and UFOs over in Andromeda are like, dude, we can hear Clark the Shark over here just fine. We got these radio signals, you know, like the movie Contact, and all those aliens and UFOs are like, fuck, dude, we love the Clark the Shark Show over here in Andromeda at 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous Clark the Shark Show, a #1 on Earth, on Mars, on Jupiter, in the solar system, in the fucking Milky Way galaxy, baby. But #1 in fucking Andromeda with UFOs and these weird looking green guys that fucking look like worms and squid that fly, really fucking killer high-tech UFOs that can cut through wormholes, and they can fly 200,000 light years or 500,000 light years. They can fly from Andromeda. Don't ask me how the fuck UFOs fly far away across the universe. You know, it doesn't make sense. They have to fly faster than the speed of light or something, but I know why they do. It's because they want to come to Earth, they want to come to our solar system, because that's the only place you'll find Clark the Shark at 1-800-449-8255 on the fabulous Clark the Shark Show from the golden EIB Sharkraphone. And I will be back after these messages from Pepsi right here on WCMY, the Clark the Shark with the golden EIB voice right here, coming to you live, Detroit. And I'll be right back.